It's time to take 10 minutes for Torah with Rabbi Joel Finkelstein.
Welcome to a discussion of Parshat Naso, Name on You. If you look at the Birkat Kohanim in this week's Parsha, the blessings of the priest, we see that as the Jewish camp is organized, Levites are described, and we describe what things need to be removed from the camp, what things are above the camp, and then God basically blesses the camp with the famous priestly blessings which the Kohanim would give every day in the Beis HaMikdash, in the Holy Temple in Jerusalem, and which to this day Sephardic Jews do every day, Israeli Jews do every day, and we do on holidays. We give those blessings from the priest to the Jewish people. But right after the blessings, it says the following verse, which some read every day in their davening as part of the priestly blessings. They say this verse, "V'samu et shmi al bnei Yisrael v'ani yivarachem," and they shall place my name on the children of Israel, and I will bless them. I will bless whom? Machlokes, debate between Rabbi Akiva and Rabbi Yishmael. Is it I will bless them, the Jews, or I will bless them, the priests? If the priests will bless the Jews, I will bless the priests. Or no, put my name, presumably of the blessing, on the Jews, and then I will bless the Jews. But what does it mean to put my name on the people? So Ibn Ezra assumes that it means to mention these verses. Some say, don't diverge from the text. Use the actual text. Don't use your own words. Use this text. That's what it means. And after all, each one of these blessings has God's name in it, says the Ibn Ezra. Each blessing has its own name of God. So it means use these blessings, not any other, to put the name on the Jewish people. It's through these words I will bless them. The Ktav VaKabbalah, Rabbi Mecklenburg, lived in the 19th century. He says it doesn't mean to literally put the words like putting an object, but rather like more metaphorically, like placing these words on your heart. As we say in the Shema, we place these words on our heart. What does that mean? That you should. He says as follows. He says. You should have in mind that all these good things should happen for the Jews, and in that way, the heart of all the Jews will be stirred up to indeed be blessed. So it's a matter of you should place my name, you should think about it, you should give the blessing with great thought. Rabbi Yitzchak Shmuel Reggio, it's a more obscure 19th century commentator, and he says, use my name, use my blessing. Why? Think about it, that not that you're giving a blessing, you Kohanim, but that God is giving a blessing. Why? Because sometimes when you give a blessing, you don't have the right idea. You're thinking, oh, he should buy that house, he should get that job, he should marry that girl. And that may not be so true. Maybe she needs to marry someone else. Maybe she needs to buy a different house. So if you put God's name on it, God will worry about it. That maybe they need a different house, a different wife, a different person. And therefore, it's God who's in charge deciding which blessing should be made and which blessing should not. The Ibn Ezra says something kind of mysterious, that you should put my name, meaning help make them holy. Put my name on them as if like the Jews have the name of God on them. We have such an idea at the end of days that they'll call Jerusalem Hashem Shama. It says in Ezekiel, Chezkel, that it's a place where God is. The Reb Shamshon Frau Hirsch says as follows. What does it mean to put the name of God on Israel? He says, you want to turn the Jews into those who carry the Shekhinah. Similar to what we read in the Ibn Ezra. The Jews should become those who carry the Shekhinah, the divine presence. The Kohanim should sort of carve the name of God on the Jewish people as a whole and individually. They have to announce that the Jews should lift their eyes to heaven. We should train them that all things come from God. Just as I'm blessing you from God, so too you should always turn to God for all of your blessings, anything that you need. When we say that we should place the name of God on the Jewish people, it's not just a magical thing that they say these words and somehow we're blessed. We hope that the Kohanim have an impact. We hope that the Kohanim serve as angels, messengers of God, that they bring Torah to you. They teach us, and what they should teach us is to bow our heads in acceptance of God's blessings and to be always turning to God for blessings, to recognize that God is upon us. The name of God is upon us. The Torah more, Avram Savang from Spain and Portugal, he says that I will place God my name. In other words, somehow, when the Kohanim, especially in the Beis HaMikdash, would say the Tetragrammaton, the special name of God for each one of the three blessings, God would say the name with him. Let's read the verse according to the Torah. You put the name, but I'm the one who will bless them. Meaning, whenever God, the Kohen would stand there to bless the Jews, God would join him as like a partner in blessing, in mentioning his name. And this, he says, God would come and bring the blessing. And that's why it says in our Yom Kippur davening, based on the Mishnayos in Yuma, that Afu Huaya Miskavin Ligmoris Hashem. As the Kohen was saying the various things in Yom Kippur where he mentioned God's name, he would try to finish the name. Meaning it was God who would put the name and he would just sort of finish it off. When one Jew turns to another and tries to bless them, God comes himself and puts his name on us. He comes and brings down that blessing. It's like as if Kabbalists say, God is a giver, God is a lover, he wants to give us. But we need to be better partners in helping him give. So when the Kohanim come and they say, we as fellow Jews, we want to help bless these other Jews, God says, that's terrific. I'm going to help you. I'm going to finish that job with you. And you're going to place the name of God, and I'm going to place the name. I'm going to say the name of God too. I'll bring down that chef. I'll bring down all the blessings for you. It's our job to bless each other, to give to each other, to do kindness for each other. When we do that, it enables God to help bring us the kindness that he wants to bring to us. We are the messengers of God to bring kindness and blessing and godliness to this world. When we start that project, God will help us. Any place where you mention the name of God, I will mention the name of God. I will bring the name of God, which represents kindness. I will bring that kindness to the world and bring kindness to the world. We just read the book of Ruth recently, and look at all the kindness that happened and that came to Ruth. Surely it was God who wanted to bring that kindness to Ruth, but it took the kindness of Boaz, it took the kindness of Naomi toward Ruth to bring the flow of kindness from the potential into reality. That's our job. Bless each other, give kindness to each other, and hopefully, God will agree with us. He'll join us, he'll become partners with us in bringing joy, blessing, protection, and God's presence to each one of us. Thank you for joining us here at the Baron Hirsch Congregation for a discussion of the Parsha and the holidays. Join us each week with these discussions, and thanks to Jason Lefkowitz, our producer. Thank you.
This has been 10 Minutes for Torah with Rabbi Joel Finkelstein.